This is Cuberized and welcome to my Craftoria Let's Play. I was checking in the quest book to see how I'd progressed along in things, and I realized I had gotten actually quite close to finishing Mechanism. I actually got through the main quest line up to the ultimate control circuit and actually had done all the branches off and then stopped here at the induction port. So in the grand scheme of things, I've come quite a way through Mechanism, but I stopped here. And then with trying to figure out why I stopped here particularly, I looked at the recipe for the basic induction, and it requires lithium. And then I also remembered that I stopped short on finishing Thurgy because I needed iridium. So there's some more rare components out there that I haven't gotten yet, that have prevented me from finishing a few of these things. So what I'm going to do, and I did look up lithium to figure out what the composition is, and it's not as straightforward as going out to the mining dimension and just digging it up. So I have to build something, and it's using stuff from back here, actually. So the resistive heater and this solar generator and this thermal evaporation controller, we're going to make a whole unit. So that's what I'm going to do this time around, and hopefully be able to get to what I need to make this guy. And you know, hopefully be able to finish Mechanism up this time around. So let's look about making this. Now I actually have some of the parts here already. If I look at thermal, yeah, not much, but I have some of it. This is the valve. This is the controller. Now you only need one controller. Yay, that's great. I'm going to need a lot more of these blocks. And these are the thermal evaporation blocks, which take steel and copper, which I should have plenty of. And there I just ran out of steel. Well, maybe not as much as I thought. So steel you can make from the dust, and dust you can not there. So you take iron, you enrich it again, you get the dust. So I will see what I have over here. Excuse me while I run around. I need to really sort through my inventory here and get rid of those extra things. So back here, there's my carbon. And I don't have any extra carbon, so I probably should enrich some of that. So let me grab it so I don't have to go running around back and forth around all the machines. So let's do coal. And let's enrich. Oh, I've got to deal with that too. Okay, well that's something separate. So let's enrich some carbon here real quick. Enrichment chamber. There we go. And there we go. I'll grab that. That'll be good to get me started. And I actually am here, so it's not that bad, but I need to grab some iron. So I have iron dust. Do I have any enriched compressed iron? No, I do not have any. So this is what, whoops, this is what I'm going to need, and let's, so if I do this, yeah, that makes the enriched iron. And let me put that in there. It'll just go in on its own. And then we run it back through again, and that will make this steel dust. We're just enriching it with carbon again. And we should be about done. Yep, it's already, there it is. I was going to say, I think it just is, you can kind of see it as it goes through there, but, and there we go, and let's put that in here. And there that goes. So I will get my steel. And that's enough to get things started. I know I'm running around, but in a perfect world I would have a better layout for this. Okay, I'm gonna need more. That's good enough for now. Now I need space. Well, there we go. And I just got this. That has to be an achievement somewhere. Whichever one that is. If I had to guess which one was Mechanism. No, no. This one? No. We're going to do this random thing where I'm going to guess which one it is, and invariably I'm going to be wrong. Nope, that's the dimension. I'm sure everybody's shouting and pointing at this point. I'm just going to... Nether... It's ours. Yeah, of course that is. Young's Caves, create chalks. Brewery, instruction sticks, raid spells. There it is. I actually made that too, and I haven't used it yet. Alright, so... Yeah, that, and I'm still looking for it, wherever it is here. Yeah, because you need quite a few of them to make this gizmo. Alright, so let's find a place to go put it. I'm kind of thinking the roof, but I don't know. I don't know about that actually. Let's do, we're going to need, this is my evaporation, but where is my heater? Yeah, and then I'm going to need solar. Oh, that's not it. Let's see what we've got. There, that, those. Yeah, that should be right. Okay. These are not hard to make. They are just, yeah, I'm gonna need, let's see, 12, 24, 36. And I just ran out of osmium, which I know I have. I have not been processing clearly. A lot of the ores. So, yep, there we go. Generally because I haven't needed to. Go figure. And I'm more of a kind of wait and see if I need it. Um, doesn't make for speed creation of items here, but it's not the worst thing in the world. All right. And I just ran out again. And I see that I have a pile of dust in my inventory that I did not put in here. My bad. So I'm trying to make 4 of these advanced solar panels, and for what I need to make here, which that helps if I put that in there. And you need 12 of these to make 3 of these. And of course, the next thing I ran out of is this. Of course I did. Yeah, let's just, I've got so much of this stuff. Let me just go ahead and make it. That should give me what I need, which will get me what I need here. And that should do it. Okay. Is that what I need? I hope so. Yeah. That's getting acknowledgement that that's probably what I needed. Okay, I'm going to go down to the ground floor here. Oh, I did put up my fishing trophies. If you watched the last episode, I got those 3 fishing trophies. So there they are. Okay, let's see if I can get down and do this. I may need more here, and I do not want to get entangled with all of that, so let me come over here. That I'm going to take down anyway. So with all that in mind, I should have ample room here. Let me give myself a little bit of wiggle room. Okay. I clearly miscounted. Or, I need more. And I don't have to go up, I don't think. Okay. Now you can make this, I think, as tall as I'm going to end up boxing myself in, I can tell. Taller. And taller may be the way you want to go. Because it does better, faster, more if it's taller. And I'm not sure how tall I want to make it, but let's just, let me just make more. As long as I've got the steel. Okay. No, I don't want to do that necessarily. Let's see. Now I need a controller in here as well. I should be able to go up maybe 1 more level. Yeah, I should have what I need to remove a couple of blocks to get this stuff in, and so I should be able to get the last 2 that I need. probably need to configure that the right way. Can I can. Okay. So I need to get the controller in here. Okay. And then I need, this is where I think I need a second valve. Maybe. Not sure where he came from, but let's see, can I reach it? Yes, I can. I thought they were swooping down on me, they're just circling. Okay, so that is it. Is it? Yeah, okay. I've put it together correctly. It's doing its thing. Now I need to get the point of this. Okay, so let's again, what I'm trying to do here is get to this be able to make the induction cell. So this is the basic one. Needs this lithium dust. Now to get lithium dust, you can crystallize the dust from liquid, which is great, except you need the liquid. To get the liquid, you can get it, lithium liquid comes from brine through this process that we're from this machine we're building right now, this thermal evaporation. And the brine we can actually get from, I think we pipe water in. Oh, that's brining bucket. But the idea is that this will make the lithium that we need to be able to make the induction cells, ideally. And that bee looks a little larger than the baby little bees that I was, maybe not. Do they look bigger? I don't know. Oh well. As I said, I was messing around with the resource packs, so not sure what things are going to look like. That's fairly clunky looking, but it's out of the way. So let's see exactly here. If I go brine. Yeah, here it is. Water will go to brine. So I need to be able to pipe water in, and I will eventually need to pipe or get the lithium out, which is why I need another valve. So let me get that. There it is. And yes, I'm of course need more of those. Do I have any more stuck in here? No. Oh, I know why. I'm standing on top of my mob grinder, and I'm sure my magnet is picking up extras that are dropping down there. All right, that's where that stuff is coming from. That's going into here. It's my mob grinder. Speaking of which, if you did see my episode on the Foundry, if you pick up some of the spawners that are down there from, what were they called? Miners? Yeah, they were piglin miners, And you can actually set up, as I have, there there went one. One of having one of the spawners set up to get that to happen, because they actually, let me see if I can grab one here. That's coal. Let's see if another one comes out. They drop netherite items. Now they may not, and that was one of them. They may not be, they may be pickaxes or armor, but it's netherite. So if you don't have it, have any netherite, or want more, that's one way you can get it. So there's that. Okay, just wanted to share that with you. And again, that's from the Foundry episode. So yes, the valve. So I've got, did I get the actual valve created? I got these. Okay, yeah, that's what I was doing. Create the valve. I don't have that. Do I have that? I do. Throw that in there. Okay, and probably the easiest way to get water, because I do have, where's the generic? I know it says that. I don't want pink though. I just want the sink. And I need a bucket of water, and I have one. If you Now, if you look here, you see that there is water in the sink. This is an infinite sink, even though the recipe here says doesn't provide. I have changed the recipe so that it does, and I will. If you need to know how to do that, I have a quick tip on that. Please check my tips and tricks. I will also try to remember to link that in the description. So, actually, I think these actually have to be down. Now that I'm thinking about it, at the same level as the controller. Where is? They all went in here, didn't they? Ooh, nice. Piglin Brute Charm fragment. Okay. Oh, and I just got credit for that. That's nice. As well. So, okay, I think I need pipes. And I'm probably going to need a wrench, which I don't think is in. Let me just, I'm going to home it just to get up there quickly. So what I will do is I will grab the wrench and pipes. Let me see if the pipes are in here. I'm sure they are. Mechanical mill buckets. Yep, that'll work. And let me get the rest of it in here. The nice thing about having both the experience holder and the drain faucet option here is that I can use this to repair items, and I can use that with my uncrafting table. And I should have my, it's right there. As I said, I need to get these barrels emptied out and get them out of here. It's a lot of, I hate to say it, but it's a lot of junk. So, which is kind of why I didn't want to dump it into my AE system. So, how far down does that go? Not far enough. Well, maybe. Ah, that's good. Okay. I took most of the vines down because they were everywhere. All right, so this here, and then let's, oh, it went into my bag again. Let's turn that off so I don't have that going on. And then I should be able to pull, it's going in. And we're doing, there it is. There's the brine. Okay, now, brine needs to go. I'll go back to, no, sorry, wrong thing. So brine I get from water, and then this I can do into liquid lithium using the exact same thing. So if I pipe it out and pipe it back in, or I can make a separate one of these. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, just because I don't want to at this point, I am going to, let's see if I have a tank handy. Yeah, let's try that. That's a chemical. Yeah, let's try this. And okay, how much is left in here? None. Perfect. And that is running out, which is good. And then, not sure if this is going to work, but if I reverse this, let's see if I can get around to it. Now, yeah, I need to pull the rest of the brine out of there. And no, I do not want to do that. Nope, and oh geez, this probably would have been easier. Okay, thankfully, other than the fact that now I've got a pipe that's full of water. Awesome. Piping 101, don't do this. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's get this out of here. I'm going to figure this out really quick, that this is going to be one of those where it would have been easier to just make another one of these things. Okay, so if I, there, pull that out and push that in, and there we go. Liquid lithium. Now with this, I'm going to need to, what was this, now how did I get the lithium into chemical oxidizer? Right, so I need to do that. Do I have, I think I have a chemical oxidizer, and let me put this in there. Because I think I already had to make it. Yep, chemical oxidizer. And this still doing? Yep, I think. Just to make this cleaner, let's do this. And let's insert that, and we will probably not having these on the same, like right next to each other, probably would be handy. I'm not sure. Let's see here, site config, input. I don't need it to eject. I just need to see if I can. Nope, it's not. Why is it not? What am I doing here? It's chemicals. It's not. All right. I need a chemical pipe. What do I have here? No, that's cables. That's transporters. That's not it. That's items. Nope. Nope. Heat. Heat's not what I want. I will find it. It is here somewhere. Okay, that's energy. That's not it. That's the mechanical pipe. That's for fluids. It's pressurized. It's items. That's heat. Why am I not? Does that work? It's fluids. It's not. This is heat. Okay, no, I was right on the heat. Logistic goods items. Maybe this is the chemicals. There it is. Pressurized tube. Okay. Do I have a pressurized tube? I do. All right. And we're not connecting to anything. I know why that's not working. That is that. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's doing its thing. Now, go back to here. We need... Okay, so chemicals input is going to be there. Energy. We have no energy. Okay. Okay. Let's do this, since we don't need this anymore. Let's... Can I do this? Yes. Perfect. Empty. Okay. That I will take elsewhere. Yeah, I'm sure there's a better way of doing this. What are they doing up there? They've gotten stuck in the tree. Alright, well, I think I have enough to get this going. Let's take that and we'll home it so I can get up here. Let's go hook this up to power and see. Alright, that's power right there and here. So it doesn't really matter where I hook it in. Exactly. Hopefully. We'll see. Lower is better, but with that being said, okay, do we have, yes, we have power, finally, okay. Now I should be able to, I hope, no, it's still not connecting. Let's, huh. Well, I don't want to have to bucket it in necessarily, but I guess I could. No, 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 give me that back. Switching it to bucket mode. Options. Bucket mode. It's not bound. Okay. Let's bind it to something that I hopefully have not used. Of course. How about up arrow? Okay. At this point, anything is fine. I just can't. No, of course not. Okay, that's fine. Let's see if I just... the challenges of... Of course not. You're just not gonna... And yes, I just dumped liquid lithium on my head. Okay. All right. Yeah, 1 second while I figure this out. Okay, I checked, and this is actually used to make gases, not... So it's the wrong machine. I need something else, which is why I'm having such difficulty with it. It's the wrong machine. So let me see if I even have the right machine. Did I ever make it? Let me see if it's even in here. Yeah. not sure where it is in this. But I need this. I need this. And I need that, which is easy enough to make. Could have sworn I already made that. Give me that. Need an empty one. Okay, that's what I need. All right, let's try this again. All right, so helps if I have the right machine. No wonder I was getting frustrated. Wrong machine. All right, so power, yes. Empty, yes. Okay, so this is going to be our input of fluids. Okay, so now this should be able to connect. Okay, and where's a block of sand when I need one? Or two. Sand, perfect. I just want to get a little height here, so we can all see what we're doing. All right, so I want to put the tank here, and we are not connecting. We are not connecting. Why are we not connecting? Is this a... it's a pressurized tube. That's why it's not connecting. Wrong gizmo. At least I know why that's not working, because it's not a gas. All right, let's try this again. There we go. Perfect. Now I need to extract, and it is. And this is hopefully doing something. All right, wait a minute. This should be... okay. Yes, we are concentrating. And none of those. Nope, nope. I want to say it's a... there it is. Lithium will go into... no, I have liquid lithium. Am I still using the wrong one? Deconcentrating. I may be doing the wrong process. There's liquid lithium that goes into lithium. Okay, so am I doing the wrong... there it is. Yep. I just didn't turn the toggle on. Okay, so now it's turning into lithium. Okay, and then with that, yes, so I should be able to do... yes, so with this, this is where the chemical crystallizer comes in, which I am going to... did I get... no, that's the resistive heater. All right, do I have a chemical crystallizer? Yes, no, that's an infuser, that's not a crystallizer. That, I need that. Ooh, okay, that's a little bit, pricey. Not really, but I just have to go back a ways to make a few of those. Oops, nope, not that. Okay, now yay, I should be able to put this, and I've got power here. So if I put this here, and I use that as the input, this is going to be output. Okay, the lithium is going in here, and it is processing, and I'm getting my lithium dust. Yes! Okay, so I could speed all of this up by adding upgrades, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Alright, so somewhat, dare I say, a little on the messy side. So this tank is now empty. Let me grab it, and I'll leave that there. Let me go around. While it's processing, I'm going to run back down and see what's left over here. And it's nighttime. Should have thought about that. And do I have my... let me just sleep. It's here somewhere. I have way too much stuff in this bag, and I need to get rid of some of these things. Where is my... am I not seeing it? I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is, right in the middle. There. Okay, let's go back down. And I hopefully will be able to pick up the last of the... yeah, and I think this is empty and empty and empty. So I got the last of this. Yeah. We're going to home it again just for expediency. And all right, so let's go around my barrel maze. There we go. Okay. It's filling up slowly, and again, if I sped this whole thing up, you can see this is decreasing, and it's feeding in here, so that is what I need. Hello, puppy. So now we can make the induction cell. Whew. There we go. One induction cell. Yay! That took a lot longer. So here's the chemical crystallizer that I couldn't find. And here's the induction cell, so we'll get something there, we'll get something here, and there we go. So I'm going to get these next couple of, hopefully, okay, so I have to make 4 of those. And, okay. And I'm going to need to make more of that. I can see these are going to be one of those sort of keep multiplying the... Yeah, I need more steel. Of course I do. And of course I don't have it. Let me see what I have over here. Yeah, I do. Okay, this will take just a second, and then we'll have the rest of the stuff that is needed. Okay, that should have yep, that should be all I need. Go around again. Hello, the puppy. All right, put that away. Anything else? Put that away. Okay. Yeah, and I bet I'm going to need 4 of these for the next one. Yep, okay. So this is just repetitive. So you make 4 more, you get the next one, and I bet you make 4 of these, and you get the... Yeah, okay. So it'll just be some... probably making a lot more steel and obsidian, and then letting the lithium process through. So I will get that started and be able to get that to go through. All right, so I think this will be a good start getting me... The whole challenge of this was to get the actual setup made so I could make lithium, and it is going. So it's just a matter of repeating the process. It's actually relatively slow. I'll see if I have any speed upgrades to get this moving a little bit faster. But as far as piping the water in and letting it do its thing, it seems to move very quickly to get the lithium liquid generated. All right, so that is how to make lithium. And again, the structure down below is a 4x4 base of the thermal... Here, these things. These blocks, thermal evaporation blocks. So you do 4x4. The next layer up, you put the controller and any valves, and then the next layer up, I did another square that was hollow. So what, 12? Yeah, 12 of these blocks, and then on top of that I did 8 blocks and 4 of the advanced solar panels. So that was how I set it up. You don't have to go up that far. I mean, or you can even go up higher. It just means a different capacity. So that's it, and yeah, this is doing its thing. So I think I will leave it there and just get a lot of these things cranked through in terms of setting up, making sure I have enough steel and other base components so that yeah, we can continue on. I will look ahead to see what other items I may need in terms of base components, because we'll need to go this way. This will take, again, more lithium. We're also going to need more steel, more glass, more osmium. So more of all the same types of things to get through this top and bottom. This is, did I make this? I did make this. That's what this is. I didn't put it in my inventory, so I didn't get credit for it. Okay. That's what, no, that's the crystallizer. That's the, I thought I did. Okay, well, I will look. I will look and see. I've been making so many machines that I'm losing track of what it is I'm making. That's why I put signs on them, so I can keep track of what I have. And yeah, this is almost done, actually. So I think I'm going to leave it here. I will, as I said, get set up to make all of the ores into ingots and that type of thing so that we can, in the next episode, hopefully crank through the rest of Mekanism and get our completionist. So on that note, I think I will leave it here. Thank you very much for joining, and yeah, have a great one. If you do have any questions or comments, please do feel free to leave them below. I do read and reply to them. And if you did like this, I would appreciate it if you could like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Very much appreciate it. Cuberized, signing off. Have a good one.